Alright, let's get one thing straight. The 2025 Yamaha YZF-R9 isn't just another middleweight sport bike. This machine is Yamaha's boldest move in years, a bike built to bridge the gap between the legendary R7 and the ferocious R1. And here's the wild part: early test riders are already calling it the perfect balance of road-friendly aggression and track-ready insanity. If you thought the middleweight class was getting boring, the R9 is here to light it on fire. Before we dive deep into this beast, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the AutoVision family, because we've got a ton of new bike reviews, first ride impressions, and hidden features coming your way. So, here's the story. For years, riders have been begging Yamaha to give us something between the R7's lightweight agility and the R1's brute force performance, and Yamaha finally listened. Enter the 2025 YZF-R9, a bike that isn't trying to be a smaller R1 or a bigger R7, it's carving out its own identity. Think of it as the sweet spot in Yamaha's supersport lineup, the one that gives you real power, real versatility, and real excitement without the ridiculous price tag or the intimidating learning curve. The first thing you notice when you lay eyes on the R9 is how unapologetically aggressive it looks. The front end screams pure racing DNA, with that sharp, angry LED face and aerodynamic fairing that hugs the chassis tight. Yamaha clearly took some inspiration from the R1's design language, but refined it into something sleeker and more agile. Walk around it and you'll see how compact and purposeful everything feels, from the sculpted fuel tank to the razor-edged tail section. This isn't a bike designed to just sit pretty in your garage. It's built to be ridden hard. Now let's talk about the heart of the R9, because this is where things get really interesting. Yamaha dropped their CP3 890cc triple-cylinder engine into this frame, the same powerhouse that's been winning hearts in the MT-09 and the Tracer 9. But this isn't a simple copy-paste job. The R9's version has been retuned for sharper throttle response, a more explosive mid-range, and a thrilling top end that keeps pulling when most bikes in this class start gasping for air. We're talking about roughly 115 horsepower packed into a bike that weighs around 190 kilos. That power-to-weight ratio gives you serious acceleration without making the bike feel intimidating. And here's the thing. That three-cylinder setup is the secret sauce. You get the smooth, revving nature of an inline-4 with the punchy torque delivery of a twin. Crack the throttle out of a corner, and the R9 launches forward with that addictive surge that makes you want to hit every apex again and again. Yet it's still civilized enough for everyday riding. Whether you're slicing through city traffic or hammering it on a mountain road, this engine feels alive and eager everywhere. But power means nothing if the bike can't handle it. That's why Yamaha went all in on the chassis. The R9 rides on a new lightweight aluminum frame with optimized rigidity, giving you razor-sharp handling without sacrificing stability at high speeds. The fully adjustable KYB suspension is track-ready, but surprisingly compliant on rough roads, which means you don't need a perfect racetrack to enjoy this machine. And with a short wheelbase and revised geometry, the R9 tips into corners effortlessly and holds its line with surgical precision. Let's not forget the electronics package, because this is where Yamaha really flexes. The R9 comes with a 6-axis IMU borrowed from the R1, which means you get lean-sensitive traction control, cornering ABS, wheelie control, and multiple riding modes, all customizable to your style. The quickshifter is buttery smooth in both directions, and the slipper clutch makes aggressive downshifts drama-free. Add to that a crisp TFT display, launch control, and even a track telemetry mode, and you've got a bike that feels properly premium. Now let's address the big question. How does it actually feel to ride? In one word, addictive. The R9 isn't a bike that demands respect like the R1, nor does it feel like it's holding back like the R7. It sits right in that Goldilocks zone of power and control. You feel confident pushing it harder every time you ride. The throttle connection is razor sharp, the brakes are strong and communicative, and the feedback from the chassis is spot on. It's the kind of bike that flatters your skills if you're a beginner and rewards them if you're experienced. What really surprised me is how versatile the R9 is. Yes, it's a supersport, but it doesn't punish you for wanting to use it on a daily basis. The ergonomics strike a nice balance between aggressive and comfortable, so you can commute without destroying your back. And with decent fuel efficiency and service intervals, Yamaha clearly wants this bike to be more than just a weekend toy. Now for the practical stuff. Yamaha hasn't officially confirmed the global price yet, but insiders suggest it'll land somewhere around $11,000 to $12,000 in the US, which is pretty competitive considering what you're getting. That puts it right in the ring with rivals like the Aprilia RS660 and the Triumph Daytona 765. And honestly, with that triple-engine character and Yamaha's reliability, the R9 has a strong chance of stealing the spotlight. Here's the bottom line. The 2025 YZF-R9 isn't just a new bike, it's Yamaha redefining the middleweight sport segment. It's got the looks to turn heads, the performance to make you grin under your helmet, and the versatility to make you want to ride every single day. This is the bike so many of us have been waiting for, and Yamaha absolutely nailed it. If you're excited about the R9 or thinking about adding it to your dream garage, hit that like button and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to AutoVision for more deep dives, honest reviews, and first ride impressions of the hottest bikes coming your way. Trust me, this is just the beginning.